2024 was such an incredible year for me. I have never lived any year as intentionally as I did this one. I don't recall ever being so grateful quite consistently through the days of a year like I was this year. And I don't know, it's just absolutely incredible that I'm here, that I'm alive. And this was a really helpful exercise for me because yeah, it just filled my heart with so much gratitude, like being able to do all these things. Before my transplant, I wouldn't have even thought this far. So just incredibly grateful to share the things I'll be sharing in this video. I stepped into 2024 still managing pain from my surgery and learning how to navigate life as a double lung transplant patient. It was an interesting journey. I focused on building memories with my son. Almost daily, we'd venture to the nearby lake, attend playgroups, or explore parks together. Those days weren't just about quantity, they were about quality. That intentional time together deepened our bond in ways I'll cherish forever. In those quiet moments, pushing the swing or watching him discover the world, I felt the profound impact of organ donation. Without my donor's gift, these precious moments wouldn't have been made possible. March brought two significant milestones: my son's first birthday and my return to work after months of recovery. It felt like life was truly beginning again. In the months that followed, I shared my story and post transplant journey online. Sharing my story wasn't just cathartic, it was a way to encourage others to reflect on the beauty and fragility of life. Each share was a chance to raise awareness about organ donation and connect with others on similar journeys. June was special, my 35th birthday, a milestone I never thought I'd see. I celebrated not just another year, but the miracle of being here. I was invited to share my story at an away day for the Royal Brompton and Harefield Hospitals charity, reflecting on the journey that brought me here. It gave me a chance to truly appreciate how far I'd come and demonstrate the impact of their brilliant work for patients like me. August brought an experience I never imagined possible: competing in the British Transplant Games. The sight of so many transplant warriors celebrating life through sport was incredibly moving. It reminded me just how precious and resilient we are. But the year wasn't without heartache. I lost a dear transplant friend, a warrior who inspired so many. During the short time I had known him, I was inspired by the generous ways in which he positively shaped the experiences of other patients like me at the hospital. His funeral fell on my first transplant anniversary, a bitter reminder of the precious nature of life and the continued need for research which leads to improved post transplant outcomes. In September, I marked my first anniversary with a hike up Penavan with 35 incredible people. Together, we raised over £1,700 for the hospital that gave me this second chance. Sharing that experience with another transplant friend who had his surgery just weeks after mine was deeply moving. Shortly after, following an appointment at the transplant clinic, I was diagnosed with baseline lung allograft dysfunction, BLAD. My lung function has stalled at around 50%, which usually means that my transplant might not last as long as I had hoped. At first, this news hit me hard. I had fought so hard to get here, and the thought that my bonus days could be limited felt crushing. But as I reflected on this, I was reminded of the precious gift I'd already been given. Every moment I've had since my transplant, celebrating birthdays, quality time with family, meeting incredible people, these have been blessings I never thought I'd get to experience. Most importantly, as a follower of Jesus, I find great comfort in my faith. I know that death is certain for all of us, but my hope is anchored in Jesus. that my soul will live on even when my body fails gives me such great peace. One of the most personal moments this year was writing a letter to my donor's family. I created a video to share my experience in hopes that it will help other transplant recipients trying to find the delicate balance in writing to their donor families. During the year, I joined the EDI steering group of the UK Organ Donation Research Network. I also took part in patient engagement best practice meetings held by the Implementation Steering Group for Organ Utilization of the NHS. In November, I shared my story at work, advocating for colleagues with disabilities. My story was also featured alongside inspiring stories of patients in the Gist magazine. At the end of November, I became a British citizen. December brought opportunities to collaborate with the NHS, and I went to the BBC to share my story. It was a chance to spread hope and advocate for organ donation during the holiday season. This year taught me that while life is fragile, it's not about how long we have, but about how we spend the time we're given and about where we'll end up when our time is up. I've learned to focus on the things that truly matter: my faith, family, connection, and purpose. Reflecting on the bonus days I've had has shifted my perspective from fear of what could happen to gratitude for what has already happened. As I look back on 2024, I'm filled with gratitude for the gift of life, for my donor, and for the chance to live purposefully. Life is short and every moment matters. I urge you to sign up as an organ donor and have those life-changing conversations with your loved ones. Your decision can ripple through generations, giving someone like me the chance to be a parent, a friend, an advocate, and a person who lives each day with intention and purpose. Together, we can give others the second chance I've been so blessed to have. Thank you for being a part of my journey in 2024. I wish you and your loved ones a happy new year and a great year in 2025.